There are distinct social possibilities in Miss Carde's profile.
Cecily is the prettiest, dearest, sweetest girl I ever saw.
Dear, of course you know that Algernon has nothing but his debts to depend upon. Well, I do not approve of mercenary marriages, but I suppose I must give my consent.
Thank you, Aunt Augusta.
Cecily, you may kiss me. Thank you, Lady Bracknell. You may also address me as Aunt Augusta for the future. Thank you, Aunt Augusta. The marriage, I think, had better take place quite soon.
Oh, thank you, Aunt Augusta.
To speak frankly, I'm not in favor of long engagements. They give people the opportunities of finding out each other's character before marriage.
I beg your pardon for interrupting you, Lady Bracknell, but it is out of the question. I am Miss Cardew's guardian, and she cannot marry without my consent until she comes of age. That consent I absolutely decline to give.
Upon what grounds, may I ask?
The fact is, I do not approve at all your nephew's moral character.
My nephew Algernon?
I fear there can be no possible doubt about that, Lady Bracknell. This afternoon, during my temporary absence in London, he obtained admission to my house by means of the false pretense of being my brother. Under an assumed name, he drank. He succeeded in alienating the affections of my only ward. He after stayed to tea and at every single muffins, and he was perfectly well aware, for the first time, that I had no brother at all, and for the reason I decline to give my consent.
Come here, dear. How old are you? Well, I'm really only 18, but I always admit to 20 when I go to evening parties. You are perfectly right in making this slight alteration. 18, but admitting 20 for evening parties. So, there will be a very long time before you are of age and free from the restraints of tutelage. So, I think your guardian's consent is, after all, a matter of importance.
Pray excuse me, Lady Bracknell, but according to her grandfather's will, Miss Cardew does not come legally of age till she's 35.
It don't seem to me to be a grave objection. 35 is a very attractive age, and moreover, there will be a large accumulation of property. Algy, could you wait for me till I was 35?
Of course I could, Cecily. I know I could.
I felt instinctively, but I couldn't wait all the time.
Then, what is to be done, Cecily?
I don't know, Mr. Moncrief. My dear Mr. Warden, as Miss Cardew says positively that she cannot wait till she is 35, I would beg of you to reconsider your decision.
But, my dear Lady Bracknell, the matter is entirely into your own hands. The moment you consent my marriage with Gwendolen, I will allow your nephew to form an alliance with my ward.
You must be quite aware that what you propose is completely out of question.
Very well. Then a passionate celibacy is what all of us can look forward to.
This is not the future I propose for my daughter Gwendolen. Algernon, of course, can choose for himself. And dear, we have already missed 5, if not 6 trains.
Everything is quite ready for the christenings.
The christening, sir, is not somewhat premature.
Both of these gentlemen have expressed a desire for immediate baptism.
At their age, deity is grotesquely religious. Algernon, I forbid to you that you were baptized.
Am I to understand then that there are to be no christenings at all this afternoon?
I don't think that it would be of much practical value to either of us, dear Dr. Chasuble.
I am grieved to hear such sentiments from you, Mr. Worthing. However, I will return to the church at once. Indeed, I've just been informed that for the last hour and a half, Mr. Prism has been waiting for me in the vestry.
Miss Prism? Are you mentioning Miss Prism?
Yes, Lady Bracknell. I am on my way to join her.
Pray, allow me to detain you for a moment. This matter is of a vital importance for myself and Lord Bracknell. Is this Miss Prisoner a female of apparent aspect, remotely connected with education?
She is the most cultivated of ladies and the very picture of respectability.
It's obviously the same person. May I ask what position she holds in your household?
I am a celibate, madam.
Mr. Prism, Lady Bracknell, has been for the last 3 years Miss Cardew's governess.
In spite of what I hear mention her, I must see her at once. Let her be sent for.
She approaches.
I was told you expected me in the vestry, dear Canon. I have been waiting for you there for an hour and 15.
Miss Prisoner?
Prism?
Come here! Prisoner! Prisoner? Where is the baby? 28 years ago, you prisoner left Lord Bracknell's house in charge of a perambulator that contained a baby of male sex. You never returned. A few weeks later, through the investigation of Metropolitan Police, the perambulator was discovered standing by itself at midnight in a corner of Bayswater that contained a manuscript of 3-volume novel of more than usually revolting sentimentality. But the baby was not there. Prisoner, where is that baby?
Lady Bracknell, I admit with shame that I do not know. I only wish I did. The plain fact of the case are these. On the morning of the day you mentioned, I prepared as usual to take the baby out in its perambulator. I had also with me a capacious handbag, which I had intended to place the manuscript of a work of fiction that I had written. In a moment of mental distraction, I deposited the baby in the handbag and placed the manuscript in the basket.
But where did you deposit the handbag?
Do not ask me, Mr. Warden.
I do insist on knowing. Where did you deposit the handbag that contained that infant?
I left it in the cloakroom of one of the larger railway stations.
What railway station?
Victoria, the Brighton line.
Victoria, the Brighton. The Brighton. I must return to my room for a moment. Granton, wait here for me.
If you are not too long, I will wait here for you for all my life.
What do you think this means, Lady Bracknell?
I dare not even suspect, Dr. Chasuble. Uncle Jack seems strangely agitated.
Your guardian has a very emotional nature.
This noise is extremely unpleasant. It sounds as if he was having an argument.
It has stopped now.
I wish you would arrive at some conclusion. This suspense is terrible.